Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Motivation. I'm Victor Simmons. This podcast is all about life, entrepreneurship, and marketing. So today is November 20th, 2016. So today I want to talk about emotions. Emotions. I'm very emotional. I don't know if it's the July birthday or, if it's just the type of person that I am. But I think maybe we're just emotional. We're emotional creatures, I think the human being is based off of emotions. And, one of my favorite motivational speakers, Les Brown, says, she's like, you have to learn how to discipline your emotions, right? We are emotional. But you have to learn how to control your emotions because, emotions drive us. Sometimes emotions can drive us to do things that later we're kicking ourselves and like, golly, why did I do that? I regret that. And, sometimes, emotions is the catalyst that kind of propels us forward and gets that energy going so we can, make things happen, be passionate about something. But emotions is a driving force of, why we do the things we do. People are triggered by different emotions or, their emotions get triggered by, different things. And I think emotion is very important, but at the same time, it's like playing with fire. Fire is very important, but if you use it the wrong way, you can get burned. And, so when I think about what Les Brown talks about when he says we need to learn how to discipline our emotions, it's operating when operating with your emotions the way that is beneficial to you. Okay, so take me for example. Sometimes I don't feel like getting up in the morning, right? My feelings and my emotions are, I'm tired, it's cold, I really don't feel like getting up. I just, I don't feel like it, right? My emotions are just kind of, right? And then there's other days where I'm emotional and I'm passionate about something and I'm able to get up. It doesn't even matter if I only had like just a couple hours of sleep, right? So what I've learned as far as with me is my thoughts really control my emotions. I mean, really do. I think thoughts control your emotions. I even think about with my kids sometimes. It's like I can get emotional with them, whether I'm fired up about, something that they did that really upset me or, whether I'm, really sensitive and, brought to tears because, we're watching old video footage and I'm seeing how quickly they've grown and how fast time's going by. Or, if I'm emotional because I'm at a basketball game and they do something really cool or really dumb, you can get emotional, in that realm. And, like I was saying, I think you really can control emotions by your thoughts, right? So, a long time ago, I don't know where I heard it or read it or what, but the quote was, "Nothing has meaning until you give meaning to it." Nothing has meaning until you give meaning to it. So, like, we could both be in a similar situation, and I can take it different than how you may take it, and how maybe 1,000 or 1,000,000 other people can react different to the same situation because nothing has meaning until you give meaning to it. And your emotions, right, are the meaning that you're from the meaning that you're doing. Emotions are what kind of get you. Acting the way that you're going to act in the situation that you're in. And so I think sometimes, if you can kind of just, as hard as it is, as hard as it is for me even, control your thoughts. Control your thoughts, if you're really upset at your spouse or your kids or your boss or, just your situation. Sometimes putting things in perspective by just seeing it as a whole, the job that you might hate and you're emotional about it because, it's taking up your time, it's taken away from your family, it's not what you want to do. This is in my example, in my case. You can get emotional about that. Your emotions can lead you toward negative. But when I sit back and I'm thinking about, okay, what has this job been able to provide for me? What has it been able to do for my kids and the life that they get to live, for my wife? Then you start to kind of get in a different emotional state because, again, nothing has meaning until you give meaning to it. And the meaning that you're giving to your job, instead of, in this example, your job, instead of it's something that you hate or something that's taken away from you, it's something that you can get in a different emotional state, and then you can really learn how to appreciate it. Couple of episodes ago, I was talking about there's always, always, always something to be thankful for. So and it's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. It's tough when I'm not feeling the best emotionally about maybe my situation or my family life or what's going on, and it's tough to try to get yourself in a different mindset. Right? It's tough to change your thoughts so your emotions can change. Especially I think when we get fired up about something, whether positive or negative, you tend to just keep finding reasons to keep you in that emotional state. Whether it's you're madly in love, you keep finding reasons to be madly in love with that person. Whether you are, pissed off at, someone, you keep finding reasons to stay pissed off at that person, right? But the only thing that's going to change is your emotional state, your mindset, right? So if you really realize, like, certain things, eventually your emotions will subside, meaning that eventually, the situation in the way that you feel about, at least your high intensity level, because at first it hits us, right? If you're really emotional about something, you're at a really high emotional level, but eventually that starts to subside, right? Because time and, things just start going. Things just keep going. Things just keep going. And, I think that we can learn how to speed up the process of, instead of taking a lot of time to come down from your emotions, switching your mindset quickly or quicker can bring you down to this level anyway, because it's going to come down, right? Your emotional state's going to come down, your emotional high is going to come down, but how long is it going to take you, right? And I think that's starting a discipline of controlling your emotions. So even with me, sometimes I get really emotional, whether it's I'm really angry, I'm really kind of down and maybe depressed, or I'm really excited about something. Disciplining your emotions and giving meaning to whatever is going on, especially in a negative instance. When you can give different meaning to it, so you can kind of use your high emotion towards something positive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know this time I've kind of been talking more negative about emotions, but emotions can help propel you, right? Emotions is kind of the beginning to the energy that you'll need to start using that in a positive way. Like, we can use emotion, right? Emotion can drive us, I mean, you got to really be emotional. You got to really tap into the emotions that we naturally have as human beings, because that can get us moving forward, right? We have to be emotional. We can't be apathetic. We have to be, passionate and want something that we're striving for. Your emotions can start, getting those juices flowing, so you can have the energy, right, to get to where you're trying to go. And really, those are the people I really want want to speak with. People who want more than what they're currently getting out of life, people who, have dreams and expectations, and when they think about it and they can vividly imagine it and see themselves doing it, and then you get your emotions inside of you really kind of moving and going because you're passionate about it. Like your emotions, and your feelings are just all inside of you, and you need to get it out, and you can use that energy towards something constructive. And I think that's very important in life. Let's not get through life just being average. Don't just go through the motions, right? Get emotional and excited about something, And if you want to contact me because you're feeling me today, and you want to be around people who are emotionally positive about something, come join us, join our team, man. And as you go through the day, be positively emotional about something great. All right. Hope everyone has a great, great day. You don't have a good day, you make it a good day. So don't forget that. All right. Until next time, take care. Be well. This is Vic Simmons signing off. Morning Motivation.